Start small and then speak strong with Flash Fountain.
Welcome back to Flash Fountain, everybody. Today we're talking about something simple but weirdly scary: banks. I don't know why, but the moment I enter a bank, my brain feels like it's in airplane mode.
Oh, totally. Banks have this strange silence that makes you feel like even breathing too loudly is illegal. I walk in and suddenly I'm extra polite, extra serious, like I'm meeting the president.
Yeah, and you start overthinking every line, like, should I say deposit first, or money first, or hello first? It's just chaos inside the mind.
Exactly. But honestly, talking in a bank is super basic. You just need a few simple lines and a little confidence. Not too much, just enough to sound like you belong there.
For me, the first thing is always the greeting. I keep it simple, like, hi, I need some help with my account. That's it. No long intro, no life story.
Yeah, the shorter the better when you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes I just say, hey, I want to deposit money, and the staff automatically guides me. They know what to do.
True, bank staff are like tour guides for confused adults. They've seen thousands of people walk in with the same lost face.
Wait, do you remember your first bank visit alone?
Oh my God, yes. I was sweating like crazy. I kept practicing one line: I want to open an account. And then when my turn came, I said, I want to open me. I literally forgot the word.
No way, that is adorable and painful at the same time.
It was tragic. Even the security guard looked sad for me.
See, this is why we're doing this topic, because everyone has that one awkward bank story, and the goal is just to make people feel normal about it.
Yep, and honestly, you don't need fancy English. You just need clear English, like, I want to deposit money. I want to withdraw money. I want to check my balance. Simple.
The check my balance one is so useful. I use it all the time because I always think I have more money than I actually do, and then the machine tells me the truth.
Oh, the machine is brutal. It doesn't even blink before breaking your heart.
Facts. But okay, let's talk about the bank teller. When you walk up to the counter, what do you usually say?
Depends on the day. If I'm confident, I say, hi, I'd like to deposit this amount. If I'm confused, I go with, hey, I need help. Short, honest.
I like that. Sometimes simple honesty is the best English because they know what you mean.
Yeah, like you don't need a perfect sentence to sound normal.
You know what else helps? Smiling. People don't talk about it, but smiling makes the staff relax. Like, okay, this person is not here to fight us.
Exactly. A smile is like a universal password.
Okay, tell me one more bank disaster from your life. Just one.
Fine. One time I asked for a money copy. I meant statement, but my brain decided to invent a new word.
Oh no, money copy sounds like a superhero villain.
It was such a mess. The teller actually said, sir, what do you mean? And I froze like a statue.
But look at you now. Smooth, calm, Mr. Confident.
I'm still not confident. I just learned the lines.
Fair enough. Okay, so let's get into something everyone goes through. The moment the bank teller asks, how can I help you today? That question always feels simple, but suddenly your mind starts running like, wait, what was I here for? I hate that tiny moment of panic where you're scared of saying something weird. But honestly, the best thing to do is just breathe and say what you need in the easiest words you know.
Yeah, because the teller doesn't care about fancy English. They're just trying to understand your needs so they can finish their 500 tasks for the day. Even if you say, I want to do money deposit, they'll understand. They might correct it in their head, but they'll understand. The important thing is that your message reaches the destination.
Right. And sometimes being too formal actually makes you sound more nervous. If I talk too stiffly, I become a robot. Like one time I walked up to the counter and said, hello, I am here for the financial purpose. I don't even know what I was trying to say.
That sounds like someone entering the bank to plan a movie heist. Financial purpose is wild.
I know. The teller looked at me like, ma'am, which one?
But that's exactly the thing. Even if you mess up, it's fine. You just laugh a little and try again. Like, oh, sorry. I mean, I want to deposit cash, and boom, problem solved.
Yeah, people worry too much about mistakes in formal places, but banks are full of humans. They make mistakes too. I've literally seen a teller forget their own password.
Oh, yes, that's relatable. And sometimes this happens. You explain your need perfectly, and then the teller gives you a form, and suddenly your confidence drops again.
Those forms are evil. They look simple from far away, and then you start writing and you're like, do I put my signature here, or both, or nowhere?
Exactly. You start checking the person next to you to see how they're filling it. And sometimes they're confused too, so now you both are confused together.
I once asked the teller, where do I sign? And he just said, ma'am, on the signature line. I swear the sarcasm almost killed me.
Look, the best English for that situation is something simple like, can you tell me where I need to sign? Or, do I fill this section too? Just normal questions.
Exactly. Ask small questions. Even, is this correct? Works perfectly. No one is going to judge you for that.
But I'll tell you the one situation where I always mess up. When the teller asks, do you want a receipt?
Oh, yeah, I panic too, because my brain starts doing a cost-benefit analysis. Like, do I need it? Should I take it? Will I regret not taking it later?
Yes, and the teller is just staring at you like, sir, it's just a small paper.
Honestly, the safest English sentence is, yes, please, even if you're not sure. Receipts don't hurt anyone.
Except your wallet. Those small slips love to disappear and then come back at the wrong time.
True. Anyway, I think one big fear is when someone in the bank asks, what type of account do you have? People freeze because suddenly you're like, the normal one? The bank one?
Yup. And honestly, it's okay to not know. Just say, I'm not sure. Can you check for me? Or, I forget the type. Can you see it in your system? Simple, clear, zero shame.
That's actually such a helpful line because not everyone remembers if they have saving, checking, or some special account. And the staff can find it in 2 seconds anyway.
Exactly. You don't have to be a bank genius. You just need to communicate.
You know what else scares me sometimes? When the guard outside suddenly speaks English.
Oh, yes. When the guard says, ma'am, please stand in a queue in perfect English, my brain goes, wow, okay, sir, respect.
Same. Or when they ask, what service do you need today? I was not prepared for that. I actually said, bank stuff.
That is the most honest answer ever.
But hey, humans talk like that. It's okay.
Totally. And if you ever get lost inside a bank, the easiest sentence is just, where should I go for this? They'll point you in the right direction.
Yeah, sometimes a one-line question solves everything.
Okay, let's talk about the big villain of modern banking, the ATM. I don't know why, but every time I stand in front of an ATM, I feel like I'm entering a nuclear launch system. The machine starts beeping, the card goes in, the screen flashes random warnings, and suddenly I'm sweating like I'm taking an exam.
Yeah. ATMs have this way of making you feel like you're doing something wrong, even when you're not. And the worst part is when there's someone behind you waiting. That pressure is insane. Your brain starts screaming, hurry up, even though it's just a simple withdrawal.
Exactly. And then the ATM asks, do you want a receipt? Oh no, we're back to that question. And if you take too long to press a button, the person behind you starts breathing louder like they're judging your entire life.
I'm watching you withdraw faster. That's the vibe.
For real. For ATM English, it's usually just basic stuff. Deposit, withdraw, balance inquiry, fast cash, all simple words, but they feel so dramatic when you're under pressure.
And sometimes the ATM shows an error message that makes no sense. Transaction declined. For what? Why? What did I do?
Yes, or card temporarily unavailable. Like, what does that even mean? My card is right here. It's available. It's literally in the machine.
One time the ATM kept ejecting my card again and again. I felt like it was rejecting me personally. Like, nope, not today, Sophia. Try again tomorrow.
That is so real. But here's one good thing. If you mess up at an ATM, you don't need English. You just need courage.
And maybe a little prayer.
Okay, now let's come back inside the bank. Another common moment is when the teller asks, "Do you have an ID?" And suddenly you start checking all pockets like you're searching for treasure.
Yes, you touch your bag, your pockets, your wallet, your jacket, everything. Even places where you know you never keep your ID. Pure panic.
And then it shows up in the most obvious place. But here's a good line for that moment. Let me check. I think I have it here. Natural, calm, friendly.
Absolutely. And here's another helpful one. Do you need the original or a copy? Sometimes they just need to see the ID, not keep it.
Yeah, and sometimes they ask, "Do you want to update your phone number?" And that sounds like a small question, but people panic because updating anything in a bank feels like signing up for a marathon.
It does, but the sentence to use is simple. Yes, I want to update it, or no, it's the same. Easy.
Now let's talk about the most awkward thing. When the teller asks a question you don't understand. That moment when your brain just hits pause.
Ugh, I hate that. And the worst thing people do is pretend they understood. That makes everything worse.
Totally. The best English here is one line. "Sorry, can you say that again?" Or, "I didn't get that. Can you repeat it?" Simple, polite, clear.
Yeah, repeating is normal. Even native speakers ask for repetition. Like, no one is perfect all the time.
Exactly. Okay, another scary thing is the token number system. When you hear your number, but you're not 100% sure if it was actually yours.
Yes, I always look around like, did anyone else get up? No? Okay, maybe it was me. And then I go slowly, like a shy student going to the board.
Same. And the English for that moment is easy too. Is it my number? Or did you call this number? No need for fancy words.
Banks are just full of tiny moments where we overthink everything.
Absolutely. The final thing I want to mention is the end of the process. When you're done and you want to thank the staff, people often say nothing because they feel shy. But a simple "thank you so much" or "thanks for helping me today" goes a long way.
Yeah, kindness is free, and it makes the whole experience feel better, especially after all the stress.
Okay, before we wrap up, let's do a quick mini recap, like super quick.
Yeah, just the vibe. Stay calm, use simple lines, ask when confused, smile sometimes, and don't fight with the ATM. You won't win.
Correct. No one has ever won against an ATM.
Not even once.
All right, guys, that's today's episode. Hope you feel just a little more confident walking into a bank.
And if you enjoyed this chat, drop a comment, hit subscribe, and share it with someone who always panics at the bank counter.
We've all been there.
We're all still there.
All right, see you next time on Flash Fountain.